What's up, everyone? Give me 1 second. How is everyone doing? Welcome, everyone. Hello! PvP is saved! I'm actually so hyped for these changes. I don't think it's obviously not enough, and we'll talk about it. You know, we'll go in and we'll break down everything that's happening, and we'll give my thoughts. And I think this is a huge step forward in the right direction. I'm worried that Bungie is going to implement these changes and then let them stagnate, and that's exactly what we don't need. We need constant evolution, and so I'm really hoping Bungie drops all the changes we're going to talk about and then continues to iterate upon them constantly is what I'm hoping. How's everyone feeling? Welcome. Yes, early stream. We have trivia plans tonight. So at 6, which means I need to leave at 5:15, and it's almost 4. So I have an hour and a half to break down the TWAB, boys, ladies and gentlemen. You know, who does trivia on TWAB day? I do, okay? So I'm excited. One new map this year, Crucible is fixed. I mean, bro, if you like fucking cherry pick one thing out of a 7,000 word TWAB and say, oh, this is the only thing, wink wink, then like, yeah, it's not gonna seem impressive. That is one aspect that we'll talk about when we get there, but needs to be improved, that I actually feel like hasn't been yet, so we'll talk about it. At minimum, there needs to be an emblem that shows and adapts to our comp ladder rank. And then Shrimp says DMG was talking on Twitter about a cosmetic reward for ascendant rank. I will go pull up those tweets. Thank you, Shrimp. I actually wasn't aware of that. Yeah, we'll talk about it. One new map next year. That's not exactly what they said. There is one map and they expect it to be out next year. So it could be less than one map a year. No, what my point is there could be more. We don't know. So like, don't jump to conclusions. Don't read into something they didn't directly say. Let's focus on the positives, because let's face it. Like, okay, so I'm gonna be like fucking real with you guys. New maps, more maps does not save Crucible. It does not make Crucible a more fun experience, or maybe a little bit, but it doesn't. The thing is, it's just like strikes, right? It's just like everything in Destiny. It doesn't matter what sort of landscape you're doing something on if that something is not inherently fun or rewarding. So maps do matter, but they don't matter as much as, you know, for instance, in my opinion, the game mode that you are playing, or how your time is respected and how you are rewarded. But all of these things come together to make a good experience. And so personally, I agree with you know, some of the allocation here, where it's like, you need to fix the mode, you need to make it more rewarding, you need to fix, you know, make connections and make sure people are having a good experience, and then you can dedicate things to things like maps. But if PvP sucks and people aren't enjoying it, it doesn't matter if it's on fucking the best map ever, right? And in fact, if you get a new map and it sucks and it's all you fucking play, I would say that actually hurts the experience. So for instance, we got a new map this year, Disjunction, which as we talked about is actually just a reskin Destiny 1 map, but they don't want you to know that. That's my Destiny conspiracy. But I would say more than anything, Disjunction, even though it's a new map, has hurt my will to play the game, because every time I get that fucking map, I hate it so much. So I would say, you know, good changes to a mode, you know, really help. For instance, Eruption Iron Banner is a fantastic change and really makes me want to play and rejuvenates any map I play on, whereas just a brand new map is not guaranteed to improve a mode. So I think these are very important takeaways. Don't just focus on no new maps or one new map. I agree we need more maps, and I agree in actually more specifically, we need a higher quality of map. But people who are focusing on that, it's just like the people who are like, we need a new strike every season. Like, you're out of your fucking mind. Like, strikes are strikes. It doesn't matter what strike you're doing. It's boring as shit, and it's just because they're not rewarding and they're very monotonous, and there's not a lot of difference. Like, it has nothing to do with what strikes we're doing. It has to do with the strike playlist as a whole. So it's like, yeah, people who are on like, we need it's not more content, it's better quality content that we need to be focusing on. The experience needs to be better. You can't just throw new Crucible maps and new strikes and new Gambit maps in it, because it's not gonna fucking fix it. Gambit sucks no matter what map you're playing on. You could make like literally the most perfectly like fucking symmetrical map ever in Gambit, and it's gonna fucking suck. So it doesn't, I don't agree with this whole, we just need more maps, we just need more maps. No, like, fix the experience first, and then give us good maps. That's much more important. It's much more important. Much more important. For sure. Eruption has been a roaring success. The only mode I've enjoyed in a long time, but it seems now that it's just gone. Are they not putting it in the rotator? I'll scroll down. We'll start from the top here, but I actually didn't pay attention to that. Are they not putting it in the rotator? I know there is somewhere where they talk about what are in the rotating playlists. Where do they put it? Here we go. Oh, it's not? Now, that I have a problem with. I just realized. Here, that's actually like a huge, that's huge. Thank you for mentioning this. That's fucking so weird. Why is that? Why would they do that? Eruption is like by far chat just pointed out that there is no mention of Eruption returning. That's a huge L. Eruption is easily the best Crucible mode, and the community sentiment I've seen at large seems to support that. Sorry, one second. I'm glad you guys pointed that out. I didn't even notice that. Here, give me some likes on that. Maybe we'll get an answer from DMG or Liana. Shit, I hope it comes back, man. Eruption's fucking awesome. Eruption was mid-IMO. I can see how it's more enjoyable for high-skilled players building streaks, but when you're at my level, it's meh. But that's why there's other game modes. Across my Twitter feed and my circles, which is definitely skewed, right? That's how it works. But Eruption has been consistently everyone's favorite game mode. From everyone I've talked to everyone I've seen. Once again, skewed for sure. But it would be very odd to get rid of it when it's working so well. Which I don't know how I feel about that. So I don't know. That's weird. That's weird. Okay, we'll keep going. Or we'll start, I guess. It's Trans Awareness Week. There's an awesome emblem. If you haven't gotten it, it's free. There you go. Came out a while ago, but it's a sick emblem. So, oh, and they even give you the copy version. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, go ahead and get that. All right. I'm super... Yeah, I think it would fit very well into a 6v6 rotator. Yeah, I agree. I think that would be awesome. All right. Community event. If you guys have noticed, can I make this banner go away? It's kind of taking up a lot of my screen. As I have been kind of trying to tiptoe around, there's a community event next week. We have known this because Paul Tassi and Astacross won't stop talking about it. So it's definitely happening. And what's actually really interesting, I wasn't planning on this, but it's already kind of started to happen. Like there have been, if I can log in quickly, there have been small improvements like throughout the season already. So that at least I think there have been improvements. It's maybe there hasn't been, but there's been things that I've been noticing throughout the season. Like the big one is okay, whatever. It's taking too long to log in, but the big one is when you land and you go all the way to the left of the Eliksni Quarter. There's a garden now, which I don't think was there. So, which is really interesting. Did it say new titles can be retroactive, or is it only for new ranked mode? It is taking it's neither of those things. It doesn't matter. Look, the only reason I got on Destiny was for the background music, but there's a garden now, which I don't think was there at the beginning of the season. But yeah, so we have a community event improving the Eliksni Quarter. Since the season of Splicer, we've been finding our new Eliksni friends in some of the most unexpected places. Many corners of our tower have become safe havens for them, even if they're struggling with vending machines. A space in the last city was also carved out to serve as home for them. However, we've been noticing that the Eliksni Quarter is a bit cold. While Spider has set up a cozy little shop to house his business dealings, many are taking up residence places without walls, shelter, or warmth. Mr. Axe is calling on us to aid in improving their living environment. So, here's my hope from this, and I don't think it is going to help, but as we'll break this down, it is essentially like the Fractalin event, where instead of unlocking trials, we fix the Eliksni Quarter. It would feel very odd to me if we fix the Eliksni Quarter and then in one season with Lightfall, it goes away and it gets cycled out with everything else in the DCV. So for instance, even though the Leviathan Patrol Zone is fucking awesome, and it's really cool, and I wish it would stay in the game because it's just such a cool area. We know it has been confirmed that it is being removed with Lightfall, and they're taking it out. And I really hope that doesn't happen with the Eliksni Quarter. It would suck if we did all this grinding and we fix it and it just leaves. Now, to that point, I hope it stays, and I hope throughout this event, and we're fixing these places, I hope it unlocks like vendors. So I hope the Eliksni Quarter becomes like another social space, and then we can go there and we can like decrypt engrams, and we can do like postmaster stuff and that sort of thing. I think that'd be really cool, and maybe make it like another Helm type of space or something like that. I know Bungie doesn't want too many social spaces, but the tower has become unbearable with how slow it is. And so I don't really know if the Eliksni Quarter would fix that. Maybe you can load in there and it's like your own isolated instance, which would be really cool. Something like the Helm. The Helm doesn't have any engram cryptarchs or anything like that though. So I think that'd be really cool. And maybe just have some fun stuff there. So Farm 2.0, nah. Yeah, no, exactly like Farm 2.0. I think that'd be cool, but I think the main focus should be, hey, go here and you can actually use your fucking inventory, you know? I think that'd be cool. I like social spaces. They make the world feel a little bit more alive. So the garden was there at the beginning of the season? I don't believe you, man. But maybe it has. I'm thinking the community event will feature our class-specific swords that will be craftable. If not, I'm waiting to get my... So, yeah, the class-specific swords have been craftable in the database for a while. There are a lot of guns like that. Don't read into it, man. Don't read into it. If we get them, we get them. I find it highly unlikely that they're going to give us 2 weeks to get these class swords, though. So, I think that's not it. Oh, yeah, put a firing range in there. That's fucking right. That's right. Nice shirt. Thank you, man. Yeah, exactly. Put that sort of shit in there. Make this like Tribute Hall 2.0. Exactly. Fucking exactly. You know, it's like, what's the best thing to put in a Tribute Hall? Where's the best place to put a firing range? next to a bunch of civilians, bro, right? No, that, I mean, that obviously wouldn't make any sense, but you can make it like Borderlands where you go down, it's like a little shop and there's a firing range off to the side or something. It doesn't have to make sense, you know? I just want a firing range. That's all I want. So, starting next Tuesday, the Eliksni Quarter community event is beginning. Here's how you can help. All Guardians will be asked to collect treasure in the form of Captain's Coins from the round system to donate towards the Eliksni Quarter. Captain's Coins are just fractaling. Helping Spider with improvements and upkeep, while Misrax and Ido devote their time to researching the relics of Nezarec. Captain's Coins can be found in destination chests, lost sectors, public events, and of course, Season of Plunder, Catch Crass, and Expedition activities. Boo. Everything else is fine, you know? Maybe grind out public events. The fastest way will probably be here. You can also find Captain Coins in King's Fall raids, Dares of Eternity, Strikes, Crucible Gambit. So the fastest way is probably going to be either Dares of Eternity, Master, or Legend, Master, the big one, on a good rotation week with people doing the skips. Or it'll be, see, this is in the King's Fall raid. We don't know if this is from Oryx or if it's from all encounters. If it's from all encounters, the best farm will almost certainly be Sisters, and just, you know, farming Sisters over and over and over again. So we shall see. I don't know. But I'm excited for this. Look, I know a lot of people are burnt out and stuff, but this sort of thing makes me excited. I'll be streaming a lot of this, of course. I'll be going pretty hard because if there's one thing I'm good at, it's doing monotonous tasks for hours on end, and it'll be kind of fun. So a little something to make the world feel a little more alive would be nice. Yeah, and that's why I like this sort of thing, because we will feel like we're actively contributing and making it a better place in you know, canonically, which is cool. Each Guardian will have their own personal donations reward track with an emblem, upgrade materials, and new swashbuckling ghost shell. Fuck yeah. The community as a whole will pull their treasure together and help Misrax and Spider improve the Eliksni Quarter, receiving global community earned rewards and a special Eliksni thank you gifts along the way. That's cool. Guardians may even find a deep sight weapon or two. Wish they would have said that months ago. Community event will only last for 2 weeks, so tell your friends to assemble a fire team and track down that treasure. So I'm pretty excited for this. None of that really matters. I'm excited for that. Like I said, we're gonna be going for it, and yeah, on Tuesday, I don't want to get people too excited, but on Tuesday, me and one of my friends might have a little, tentatively Tuesday, might have a little hype video for you. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But this is gonna be a lot of fun. What if the only deep sights I need are from raids? I think you're shit out of luck, brother. XP as a reward in comp. No, that's not what they said. But this is cool. I think this is cool. I don't know if people are gonna like this. I feel like a lot of people are gonna bitch about it, but you know, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna go grind, and you know, as we did that for one of the biggest, if not the biggest time on the channel, like consistently streaming, was Fellwinters. When we had to do all those public events, and I streamed like 20 hours of that shit over the course of the couple of weeks, and dude, streams were popping. People enjoy that stuff, so I'm excited, man. Destiny Twitter is actually the tamest I've ever seen, dude. I see people are like trying to be negative Nancy's. I've seen Eclipse throw a couple tweets out there, and no one's biting them though. So yeah, Swashbuckler is a gimme. Yeah, so they updated the Scallywag title. And this was what was almost certainly going to be one of the rarest titles, because it was one of the grindiest, is now actually going to be pretty attainable. There's a known exotic scout ornament in collections. What do you... I feel like every time someone says this, they're wrong. Yeah, no. Sorry, bud. Incorrect. So, yeah, so now you only have to get 10 ruffians, fewer vendor upgrades, instead of 15 first mates, it's first time, and then you only have to do 8 triumphs. So it's like way easier to get. So most of you guys will probably have this auto completed. Thank God the Charles Loot is actually worth trying to go for. The 140 hand cannon machine gun is better than a lightweight bonus slug shotgun. Yeah, true. I'm excited to see what they are and how they go. Too bad it wasn't 10 from the beginning. 50 was rough. Yes, I agree. Unknown Scout is a DMT ornament. Always has been. There you go. Thank you, Forcer. Okay. The Crucible. I'm gonna skip all the TLDRs because we're gonna read it. So there is no TLDR. There is, we did read, brother. Player experience goals. These are, I mean, do we need to read this? Everyone knows, have fun, don't insult people. Yeah, fair games, good stuff. Sure. Although they do say casual Crucible is a real life comparison is pickup games at a gym, but let me tell you, as someone who's played a lot of pickup hockey and basketball, pickup games do not have skill-based matchmaking. So just saying, that's a bit, that's not really the best comparison they could make, but that's fine. That's fine. Are there new cosmetic items coming to PvP? We'll talk about it. Okay, Season 19 playlist updates. We began our journey of Crucible updates with a long look at the current offerings are in Destiny 2. What they are, sorry. There are objective modes like Control, elimination-centric modes like Clash, and competitive modes like Survival, Elimination, or Showdown. When going through the experience and looking at the back-end data, we felt it would be best... okay. We felt it would be best to streamline some of these offerings and help focus players on specific playlist offerings while meeting our player. Sorry, one second. Will do. Cool. Starting in Season 19, the Crucible Scream will have the following options. Quick Play, 6v6. This is now a playlist with both Clash and Control. That's a huge win. The fact that they ever separated those sucked. Control should not be, like, if you're a brand new player and you load into a Crucible game, objective-based game modes are not a great thing, okay? If you don't have thumbs, you shouldn't be asked to do anything, you know? So I think this is good. Use the loose skill-based matchmaking, which we have tuned during Season 18. I haven't really played a lot of quick play, so I can't really speak to that. Iron Banner matchmaking still feels the best out of anything. Whatever the hell Iron Banner has right now, everything needs to have. Stop texting my mom. Sorry, dude. Sorry, dude. You can text my mom, but you'll need like a Ouija board, you know? Competitive is front and center now, just like Control was. Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's sick. Okay. Weekly Rotators, 6v6 or free-for-all. Rotates weekly between Momentum, Control, Mayhem, Team Scorch, Rift, and Rumble. Uses purely connection-based matchmaking. Hell yeah. That's what we like to see. Competitive Division / Freelance 3v3. This is now a playlist, randomly picking Survival, Rift, and Showdown. These modes showcase a variety of playstyles designed to show how good you really are. Uses a new skill-based matchmaking setting, built using concepts we've developed for loose skill-based matchmaking tuning, but tightened to match you more closely against opponents of your skill. Very excited about this, dude. Very excited about this. When will Bungie add a mode of set of basic weapons, no random rolls? I'm not sure if they will. I would love a gun game in Destiny. I've talked about this for a very long time. I would love a gun game in Destiny where you spawn in with an exotic weapon and every time you get a kill, it cycles through different exotics. I think that would be really cool. So, how's 3v3 Rift gonna work? It's gonna be fucking hectic. I bet they'll turn down. I bet the spawn in time or like your respawn timer will be reduced. I bet it'll be really fast. But I'm excited. I think this is gonna be really cool. Showdown's a weird one because not a lot of people play Showdown. They actually showed. Is it down here? They actually show here Showdown is by far the least popular. So that's really interesting that they decided to do that. But I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I think it'll be really good. And we'll talk about more about comp, and comp probably has me more excited than anything, and we'll talk about why here in a second. Exotic gun game, I've been wanting that for years. Literally infinite replayability. Yeah, dude. Any changes to glory rank? Yeah, that's like all of the change. Like most of the changes are to glory. We're gonna talk about it. I'm really excited, because I finally have a reason to really push myself to get better. And I've really been struggling with that, just to like improve my KD in trials or whatever, you know. And it's like, it's hard to keep motivated during that. I think I'm really liking this, and I'm really gonna push myself with it, and I'm really excited about it. Crucible Labs during season 19, Labs is showcasing 3v3 Rift with asymmetric maps. So that's kind of cool. Not sure how it's gonna work. A little nervous, but we'll see, man. Comp is 3v3 still as the main playlist 3v3. No, 6v6. Comp is the only 3v3. Except for occasional Crucible Labs and, of course, trials. They honestly don't have the ability to swap weapons on command while equipped. You see all the jank when a weapon is disabled. They do not have systems in place for anything like gun game. Well, then make it, bro. I don't know. Look, I'm not a developer. My job, okay, my job as a consumer and as a content creator is very rarely... No, it never is. It never is to tell them how to do something. It's to tell them what I would like to see and what my community would like to see. Should we take, you know, technical limitations into consideration? Sure. But I'm a chemist. I don't know how to code shit. I don't know how the fuck to make a video game. I have random people in chat tell me these are technical limitations, but I have no idea if it really is. You know, every motherfucker on earth is like, Destiny needs a new engine. But then, like, the people who make Destiny are like, Destiny does not need a new engine. And it's like, I don't fucking, why would I believe the community, random people, over the people who do this and make, 6 figures a year to make a video game? They obviously know fucking better than I do. So my feedback is I would like an exotic gun game in Destiny. If it's feasible, I hope they do it. If it's not, then fuck me, I guess. I don't know. Look, man, I got nothing. I don't know what to tell you, but I would like to see it. That's it. Private match. Cool, whatever. The Crucible screen will also update during limited time PvP events. Trials of Osiris 303. When Trials is active, it replaces Crucible Labs. Trials uses a ticketed-based matchmaking and the flawless pool. Though we have some news on that below too. I saw the armor in the thumbnails. It's true. It's true, brother. It's true. Iron Banner in Freelance 6v6. When Iron Banner is active, it replaces the quick play node. Iron Banner is going to be moving from loose to loose skill base. I mean, Iron Banner matchmaking right now is the best matchmaking in the fucking game. Like, I'm sorry, but it's fucking awesome. So old Iron Banner's come back. Yeah, well, our armor's we'll talk about it. Here's an example image of the Crucible Director and what it will look like during Iron Banner Week with Rumble as the featured weekly rotator mode. So yeah, comp is right dead in the center. That's weird, right? That's fucking weird. So if you are a new player, you're probably gonna click the big one in the middle. And I find it weird that comp is the big one in the middle. I like it. It's weird. So I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm excited about that. Let's talk strategy and a bit about player populations. We have a few analytics. We like to determine a playlist's health, average daily and weekly concurrent players, as well as weekly playtime per player in the playtime thing. So this is how many people are playing it. And this is how much, like, if you're a single person, how much you are playing. Iron Banner's high and high. So they got rid of Eruption. Makes sense. I wish we had 8 bars here. Like, I wish this was a bar graph and we could see it, season per season or over time or throughout the season. Like, this is a very, as a person who gathers and works up and interprets and conveys data, like, for a living, this hurts, If I was just like, oh, what's the protein extraction efficiency of your polymer? Oh, it's high. What? You know? So it's like, I wish they were a little bit more, but I get why they weren't. Really interesting that Trials is, I thought Trials would actually be more, I thought it would be higher than this. And the fact that private matches are in the middle of most popular things. What? Why? That's crazy. Do you think the Trials population will drop when the comp changes go into effect? I expect most top tier players will play comp instead. Not on the weekend. Towards the beginning of a season, no, I don't. Towards the end of this season, yeah, probably. Trials is not appealing to low mid players. Yeah, but there's still like rewards and shit. I don't know. I also like, what is this? What is this? What's the time frame here? Or is this in the last 3 weeks? Or, you know, when at the beginning of a season, Trials is like always one of the most played modes in all of Destiny. So like, is this average over the season? I don't think they say that. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's hard to say. It's hard to, I don't know. Yes, there is a new seal starting next season. That's actually, I think the next, yeah, it's the next section. So hold on for that. Hold on. I'm also genuinely curious how many solo players are versus fireteam players. Yeah, I just want data, dude. You know, I would love the amount of back-end data Bungie has. I could get fucking lost in. Beautiful. Key takeaways. To no surprise, the champions in both numbers of daily, weekly players and or playtime per player are Iron Banner, Control, and Trials of Osiris. Glory Survival gets a decent population and a strong time per player, which is really interesting. That people still play so much Survival right now, actually. I thought it was always dead. Rotators are a mixed bag. Momentum, Control, Mayhem get lots of players in the weeks they're active, but don't come close to getting as much playtime as other offerings. Clash and Scorch to do better or worse depending on the season and weekly offerings. That's because, like, just make, yeah, I mean, they're taking Clash and they're making it a main mode. Rotators should be like fun things. And so like when a rotator's like fucking Clash, what? I don't know. And finally, we get the always-on options, Elimination Rumble, and private matches. You would think since private matches offer no extrinsic rewards, it would have the fewest players and least playtime, but you're wrong, very wrong, which is, that's so surprising to me, man. Same seal, different title. Yeah, kind of. It's a little, it's weird. It's easier to get, but then the guild looks like it's gonna be harder to get, so. Yeah, might be copium on my end because I'm terrible at PvP, but I think we need a way to get the Trials Memento without flawless. That's copium. Sorry, dude. I think having end game cosmetic rewards to reward people who are either good at the game or who put in the time to get good at the game, that's awesome. We need, actually, in my opinion, more of that across PvE, PvP, everything. I think the Trials Memento is the actually pinnacle of what sort of cosmetic options I'm looking for as an endgame player that don't give me an edge over people who don't put in the time or who aren't as good, or however you want to look at it. But do feel like a good, adequate, and coveted reward. So so there you go. No comp memento. They didn't mention one, but who knows what they're doing? You know, this is a TWAB. This is not the final thing. With the findings above, we decided to move some modes around. We've heard players that they generally enjoy Clash and would love to see it more often, so we created the quick play playlist to feature both Control and Clash to help focus player populations and invite more players to engage in the solo Crucible combat of Rumble. We'll be moving this mode to our weekly rotator playlist a few times this season. I don't like that. I never play Rumble. I have a lot of friends who play a lot of Rumble. Rumble is like a very coveted playlist, and it feels weird that it says invite more players to engage in the solo Crucible combat. So to invite more players to play in this game, we decrease the amount of time that it's available. Like that's antithetical. That doesn't make any sense. Like, I want more people to come over to my house. So instead of being able to come out over to my house whenever you want, you can only come over to my house on Tuesday at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, that's not like a great, that doesn't make any sense. This, how the focused player populations, sure, that makes sense. But we've already seen that Rumble has like no one in it. So like, what are you're focusing like 3 people? Like, I'm a little confused what this was supposed to do. It's odd. I don't know. I don't really agree with either, or I have not been convinced adequately of either of these points. Like I said, I don't really even play Rumble, but I have a lot of friends who live in Rumble. Evade is like one of the top ranked Rumble people in the entire world. Because he just plays I'm actually really curious. What's Evade's at? Is he on? No. Wait, why are there fucking 2 Evades? Probably not that one. 95, 98. So, like, this guy lives in fucking Rumble, man. It's awesome. No, Evade, do you mean Evade? No, Evade. Not that one. Rumble. Oh, well, he's at 1,000. Wait, is this him? This might actually be a different Evade. What's his KD? Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, this is him. Yeah, okay, well, he's fallen off a little bit. We won't hold that against him, but... dude, my man lives in fucking Rumble, so... oh, did I just close the 12? Oh, no, I didn't. There we go. There's no PvP team. They are recycling. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think we have enough info to say that. I mean, there's obviously someone making sweeping, huge Crucible changes, right? Like, this is clearly... What we have here is not recycling, so... You know, I don't know what to tell you, brother. But realistically, you get carried not trolling. Try going flawless on LFG or solo. I have gone flawless solo multiple times. I don't fucking have a number, but I sometimes just hop in there. Playing with friends or people of similar skill, or even playing with friends that are better than me, that's not getting carried, guys. Like, I really hate when people say that. Like, okay, so it's like, you know, a lot of my flawlesses have been with Retool. Yeah, what's up with that Destiny Metal cover tab? I actually don't know. I think I was looking for editing. Yeah, it's literally just a Google search. Don't worry about it. I really hate that, dude. I don't know. It's like, it's such a copium thing. Like, I feel like the only people that yell at me for playing with my friends are like people who don't have friends. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, sorry. Like, I wish I could help you out with that, but maybe if you didn't complain so much, people would like you more. I got nothing for you, dude. Like, you know, I'm fucking hell. Oh, man. So confused why people are mad skill-based matchmaking isn't ranked. A skill go up, rank go up. You're gonna have 0.5 is getting ascendant. So the concerns I have seen, we'll talk about that here in a second, Jonathan. But the concerns I have seen is that, like, so for instance, a lot of ranked playlists base you off of where your ranking is. That's your skill-based matchmaking. And I think people are worried based on the wording that you might actually have you know, ascendants that are 0.5s, because if they're skill-based and they're only playing people that are, let's say, also 0.5, this is a drastic example, to be clear, but if you're, you know, if you're a less than average player and you're skill-based, so you're only playing other players who are less than average, you can still move up the ranks, you can still get points. And so I think people don't like that. So I think it's more of a wording connotation thing, you know? So... yeah. Yo, what's up, Ash? How you doing, man? Yeah, I've seen some people freak out about that, but it's like I think they're just reading it wrong, you know? I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it. Okay. Have I read this? Yes, I have, right? Yes, okay. New Crucible rewards. Starting in Season 19, players will have new triumphs and a new title to chase. Fuck yeah! Title gang, raise up! Hell yeah. You know me, man. I'm a simp for some shiny gold, let me tell you. When creating this new title, we had many goals centered around ways for players to express their Crucible prowess, slaying enemies, capturing objectives, and even climbing through some of the divisions of our new competitive division. Well, I don't like that. That's the word. No, I like that it's part of the seal. I don't like the way it's worded, excuse me. If you're gonna call it a competitive division, you can't have divisions of a division. Or they could say some of the subdivisions of our new competitive division. But I'm actually excited. I like this shit. Look, man. Let me tell you. Yeah, more grinding. Look, it's Destiny's a grinding game, dog. That's what it is. Sheesh. He does get carried a little. He's done things in PvP that are clearly above his level. What in the fuck have I done in PvP that's clearly above my level? I'm not winning any $10,000 tournaments. The most impressive thing I've done in PvP is go flawless, because that's all there is to do in PvP. This fucking guy. I soloed my way to 5,500 like multiple times. What are you, like, what do you even mean? Dog, that's just copium. I literally, the most impressive fucking thing I've ever done, I'm gonna suck my own dick, okay? I soloed Atheon. No one fucking carried me to that. Yeah, it's not PvP, but I clearly have fucking thumbs and fingers, okay? Like, fucking calm down. I'm sorry I play more than you. I'm sorry. Like, I fucking, like, what do you want me to do? Fuck! I hate that. I hate it so fucking much, dog. Ragerix back in the day, bro, you're in denial about it. Why? Like, we duoed most of it. Go look at my fucking Destiny tracker. Me and Ratul duoed, like, for fucking most of that. What are you even talking about, dude? You're on fucking copium. Shit. Fuck! I'm literally so sorry I play the game. Fuck! Ratul and you, yeah, in a 4-player mode! It was 4v4! Fuck! Shit! We're... okay. Anyways, say hello to Glorious. That's a fucking awesome title name. Awesome title name. Awesome. Very cool. Looks very cool. I have all of the seals, physical seals. I fucking love this. It's kind of nerdy, but it's awesome. Okay, let's see what you have to do. I didn't actually read these. So, here, sorry. In all fairness, Ratul could have carried his way in 3 players the whole way. Not in Season 3, dog. Maybe nowadays he could, not in Season 3. Season 3 was a dark time. Remember, we were still fucking double primary back then. There were no power plays, you know? You had to play very intelligently. In my personal experience, especially when you had 2 bots on your team throwing, if we were duo queuing, which, like I said, we did a lot of the time, if not most of the time. I saw this on Twitter. But Destiny 2 has the only community where top players are actively hated for being good at the game and having skill. Casual burgers don't need to get better at the game. Fuck, not good enough, should have soloed Ragerix. Yeah, sorry. My bad. Forever Valorous. Earn Crucible ranks across all seasons. Prestigious. Reset your Crucible rank and across all seasons. So yes, I really hope this is retroactive. Like, okay. Let's see. Let's just for a fucking. I have reset my Crucible 191 times. Okay. So, fucking hell. I really hope that's retroactive. I'll play it. I'll play enough to get it. But if if gold thing isn't shiny on day one, I'm gonna fucking freak out. Not really. Scare's got a really good KD on Crucible Tractor. I'm fine. It's fine. Like, I don't even care. KD is not even if I didn't. Like, you know, it's KD is such a stupid representation of skill. Do you know how much time I've spent in Crucible getting footage for ranking videos or other fucking things, or just fucking around on stream, or just having fun? Like, it's such a stupid indicator. No matter what, people will find a measure of why you're bad at the game. So, like, just suck my ass. That's it. That's all I got. Yo, Sai, thank you for the 57 months. Pepperidge Farms remembers. That's right. Thank you. Thank you, man. That's fucking insane, by the way. 57 months. Sheesh. Let's peep the KD. I don't know. Why isn't it here? Is there a seasonal KD? KDA 2.17. KD's probably like 1.6 if I had to guess. Iron Banner 2.9. Iron Banner has the best fucking matchmaking. Oh, is it all? Wait. Why is there no fucking KD here? Dude, Nova, you look, man. Okay. It's skill-based matchmaking. Okay, so the reason your KD's higher is because you're playing against other gyms. It doesn't even make sense. I got nothing for you, man. I've never claimed to be the best Crucible player in the world, but I'm sick of people being like, oh, Scaro, you have fucking... 1 second. You've been carried flawless, by the way. You're clearly being carried 340 times. And if you count all of the flawlesses across all of them, 399 times. My bad. Sorry. I forgot I paid people for all of those. So, who's Katie and why does she make you better at PvP? Oh, I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Decathlete. Complete matches of different game types. Earn Crucible Gold tier category. Complete your placement series matches. We're going to talk about this here in a second. Successfully complete a promotion series. Promotion series is actually the only part of this I'm not sure how I feel about. Is this so I know, like, the only comp mode I've ever like played that's like this was Black Ops 2, the one with the train map. I think that was Black Ops 2. Metro, I think it was called. And I don't remember promotion series. Is this common in things like Valorant and Overwatch and stuff that has like actual ranked modes? Because I've never heard about this, man. So, Division debut, complete matches in competitive 3v3 match, achieve a platinum division in any season, and earn points by completing objectives. So, pretty easy seal to get all around. The guild is going... Stop doing that. The guild is going to be the hard part. Metro's a Battlefield 4 map. Was it not a Black Ops 2 map? Yeah, it totally fucking was. Oh, it's Express. Sorry, not Metro. Express. Express. My bad. This map. I loved that map. One of my favorites in all of Call of Duty. I don't know why. The shape was really cool. Just pretty unique. Overwatch 2 kind of does that. After you win 7 games or lose 20 games, you get a new rank. So this is kind of... the way that they've explained it's quite different than that, though. Yeah. So... there's been a train map for pretty much every Black Ops. Was there one in Black Ops 1? I don't think I remember any trains in Black Ops 1. When it comes to guilding, we've taken a pass on the requirements for Unbroken to relieve stress. Cool. And we get an extra seal because of it, so I'm down for that. Plus, Glorious. I don't know about you guys. Glorious is a way cooler name than Unbroken. The way I read this is, hey, you're good enough for a new rank. Now prove it. It's a proof shot, dude. It's like you're playing 21 in basketball. You got to hit the proof shot. How'd you feel about it? Dude, so I only got through, my drive's only like 20 minutes. So I only got through like 3 songs and I was driving. So I don't know what the names of the songs are, but they're pretty fucking good. I guess there's more than 3. It was probably like 5, but it was I liked everything I was hearing. I would still rock Unbroken because the higher guild count. I mean, that's kind of true. Unbroken is being retired. Yes, this is the last season you can get Unbroken. So, win streaks and reaching specific glory thresholds over multiple seasons are no longer required. I was not expecting sleeping with sirens on a Sonic game. Yeah, so actually Prince sent me one of the songs. I don't know what the name was. And when Kellen Quinn started singing, I was like, that's Kellen Quinn. Like, that is unmistakably Kellen Quinn. And dude, it slapped. I'm really excited to go through and listen to the rest of it. Is it all on Spotify? That shit might be ending up on Scaro's Modern Metal playlist. Anyways, we'll be challenging you to win a number of matches during a given season and reach Adept Division for gilding. So I think I'm a little nervous about this, actually. I don't know. So with the tiers, they didn't say like what percent of players were going to hit all of them. But Adept Division, to gild it, Adept Division is the second highest division. So like, is this like a standard deviation? Is this like, only the top 1% of players will hit Adept? Is this going to be the top 10% of players? Like, what is their goal for this? How do they calculate it? Can there only be a certain number of people in each division at one time? Like, what is, how do they decide this, But all this can be accomplished within a single season. So if you see someone with a Guild of Glorious, they are the best of the best. If that was true, they would require you to get to Ascendant Division. So I'm nervous about it. As someone who guilds everything and who has maximum Triumph score and who has every seal and who wants to continue doing those things and guild everything, I'm a little worried what this is going to cost me. Especially in a, next season, once again, to reiterate, is the shortest season of all time. So we have less time next season and more titles than we've ever gotten in a single season. So it's like, dude, there's no top 500, so assuming there's an unlimited number in each rank. I guess that's a fair assessment. Next season's like 90 days or something, 94 days. So, did Scare just make you pay us for PvP? That's right, boys. So I'm fucking scared, actually. Like, look, man, I'll pull long nights to do this shit, but I'm worried about it, So yeah. Well, okay. So next season is December 6th to February 28th. So you can calculate how many days. She had lunch. No. Sorry, my wife texted me. I guess I should have just texted her back instead of yelling. Starting in season 19, this is a huge W. Lord Shocks will finally offer the ability for players to focus Crucible weapons and armor. Crucible will be the fourth of the core rituals to get comprehensive engram focusing options, helping players target specific pieces of gear they've been hunting. It's pretty much the same as everything else. The cost is the same, but what's really interesting is they actually mentioned here, Shaxx is using a new engram system that lets us use the engram stored directly on the vendor for focusing rather than needing to pull it to your engram inventory. That's a huge W, by the way. Huge W. That is a W all around. Every time Scaro asks me to play PvP, he has to send me $5. What if I ever asked you to play PvP? No, dude. It's gonna be fun. I'm like genuinely, and that was obviously a joke, no, but I'm sure there's like, me, you, Eclipse, Coops, Ratul, Dunlin, and Chemo. I invade, and I'm probably missing a couple people, are like already like pretty constantly playing trials and cycling in and out and stuff. I think we're gonna have a fun little dynamic next season. I'm actually really excited. I'm excited for people to be excited for PvP again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like nothing makes me more excited than everyone else being excited, So I'm happy for it, man. So we're expecting a Pokemon stream tomorrow? No, I don't even know on Switch, dog. Making this change is more convenient for you and lets us more easily shift the main cost burden from lots of shards and glimmer to multiple engrams. So this is really cool. While the current costs are similar to Gambit's, expect a larger focusing rebalancing pass, read lower glimmer and legendary shard costs with Nightfall. That's a, well, I guess I shouldn't be bowing. That's a, I'm not worthy. Bungie, great change. Good change. Good fucking change, Bungie. If I put in the time to get an engram, don't nickel and dime me. Okay? This is great. This is fucking great. This is good. So, we'll see. Multiple engrams, I'm not sure I like that. Well, if you earn like 2 engrams, it makes sense that you would, so you can do like random 1 engram or focus like 2 into 1 weapon. I think that's good, personally. As a person, like, okay. Do you want to know why I think that? I might be a little biased, right? 1 second, just give me 10 seconds to explain why I might be a little biased in this. Yo, Dark Guardian, what's up? The Castle of Nothing says, personally, sweats can go and fucking suffer. I don't like top tier players, and they can just screw off with their meta abusing tricks. Is that a joke? What does that mean? Hello.
I don't know.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm vibing.
That's great.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to hear that.
That's toxic. No, I'm just messing. So this is the reason I like multiple engrams over increased rewards. So this has been a light Crucible season for me, and I'm sitting on 162 of these bad boys that I have to turn in. Like I said, a light Crucible season. So I'm excited for that change. I think that's a good change. Destiny is the only game where top tier players are hated for no reason. It does, like, it's actually the amount of times I'm like, and not that content creator is equal to high skill players, but there's such like there is like an anti-elitist, or like I call it like a toxic casual mentality in Destiny, where it's like, if you play the game, you can fuck yourself. And it's crazy. It's like, I'll be on Reddit and it's like, there'll just be posts that are like, if you're like, I fucking hate content creators, I hope they all die. And it's like, or it's like, I like this change because it made all the content creators mad. It's like, what is happening? Why are people like this, dude? So, imagine being so insecure that you love when other people suffer. Genuinely go seek therapy. It's like fucking crazy, man. I don't know. I get like disagree. You can disagree with someone, but actively like making it a personality trait to hate people who play the game is fucking wild. I don't understand that. Yo, Havoc, what's up, man? It's the same thing. It's the same type of mentality where it's like, oh, Scarrow gets carried in this or what, you know, every time. And I hate to bring it back to that again. It's just an example. It's like people cope in the weirdest ways, and they shouldn't have to cope. There's nothing wrong with not having time to play the game or not doing everything. No one is saying there's anything wrong with that. Stop making us the bad guys when we're not the fucking bad guys. Fuck. It's crazy, man. I don't hate top tier players. I just hate when I look for a team and they want a 2.0 KD in your 2020 tax returns. Dog, most people that play Destiny are fucking 12. They don't have tax returns. No, you know. I can get why people hate content creators. I don't like when they make videos on broken builds and make them more public. If you think Astacross is more responsible for people knowing about broken things than like fucking Reddit or Twitter, you're out of your mind. You are out of your fucking mind, dog. He's just a singular figurehead that you can attack instead of fucking, you know, Goat Smeller 477 on fucking Reddit, you know? That's copium. Like, it's fucking crazy, man. I hate it. I hate when people hate any group of people for no reason. That goes for everything. It just happens to be that I'm in this group of people that gets unnecessary hate, so I'm vocal about it. But anytime there's any group of people that get unnecessary hate, that can fuck right off. All around. So, okay. Additionally, we're looking at ways for players to earn older Crucible armor sets through focusing in Season 21 Nightfall releases. We previously announced Legacy focusing for Trials, Nightfall, and Iron Banner, and this applies to armor sets as well. You've been asking for a return of the Exile armor sets and eyeballing some of the older Iron Banner pieces. We're looking forward to have those available once more. That is fucking awesome! Good stuff, man. Damn, this got political. It's really sad that statement can be misconstrued as political. Isn't that kind of fucked up? I just want to... Don't hate people. Don't be political about it. Like, what the fuck? Are you serious? Are you serious? Like, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? The fact that was the immediate assumption there is fucked up. What the hell? Iron Banner Fortress. This sounds awesome. Back in the season, the Haunted Saladin reestablished the Iron Banner as the twice-a-season PvP celebration. Needs to be 3 times. I'm pretty adamant 2 times is not enough. Guardians from all around wear their flaming Iron Banner armor and compete for the love of competition. Since then, we have brought Rift in Destiny 2 and introduced our first new mode since Team Scorched, Iron Banner Eruption, which is, once again, one of the best game modes ever in Destiny. It is so much fun. We want to continue this tradition of introducing unique spins on existing modes. For Season 19, let us introduce you to Iron Banner Fortress. In Iron Banner Fortress, the gameplay is capturing and holding zones. If it sounds like zone control to you, you'd be right. The real fun begins when Kaido gets involved. But we'll leave some of this for you to experience firsthand when Iron Banner Fortress launches on January 3rd. Let's just say a few of you may be dying to Kappa Hill. And what they show here is a fucking turret, dude. Also, I just noticed this flag, this is Fortress. Oh, it's kind of funny that they named it Iron Banner Fortress and they're playing on Fortress. Just saw that. This flag on Fortress is usually in the cave. It's usually back here in the cave. So they moved it to the middle of the map, and there are at least 3 Scorpio turrets here. 1, 2, 3. That appear. I bet how it works is there's a timer, and or like you get X number of turrets that spawn on your zone depending on how many flags you have captured in X amount of time. So it's like maybe every minute or every 30 seconds, you know, X number of Scorpio turrets spawn on your flag. And so if you have 3 flags, every flag gets 3. Or if you have 1 flag, 1 spawns on yours and 2 spawns on your enemies. Or something like that. It'll be kind of fun, dude. I think that'd be really cool. I don't know, something like that. It looks cool. I like the fact that they moved to the flag too. I like when they make small updates to existing modes to change the dynamic. Because even just moving that flag from in the tunnel or like in the cave to out in the middle will completely change the dynamic of the map. And I think that's really cool. Depends on how much damage those things do, yeah. And how much damage they take as well. Okay, Iron Banner rewards. I know a lot of you guys are waiting for this. In Season 19, players can expect to earn a few returning Iron Banner weapons not seen since the earlier days of Destiny 2. If auto rifles or slug shotguns are your thing, Saladin has something special for you. 1 second, let me check here. Let me... Slug shotgun, so that's like Gnora's axe, right? What's the Iron Banner auto rifle called? Is it this one? The forward path? Is that what we're thinking? Oh no, we got that one back. But is it still available? They showed Gnora's axe in that screenshot, did they? Oh yeah, they... Oh yeah. Yeah, so probably the forward path and Gnora's axe, is that what we're thinking? Okay. Updated with random rolls, fresh perks from the last few seasons, that's sick, and the Iron Banner origin trait. We're looking forward to seeing what rolls you chase. Very cool. Very cool. When's it dropping? January 3rd, 2023. So that'll be the first Iron Banner of Season 19. That's not all. It's been about a year since our last Iron Banner armor refresh. We've seen some wonderful themes throughout the years, inspirations drawn from ages past, focus on the looks of a true warrior. This year, we're returning some fan favorite sets coming from an era of the Taken King. I wasn't a huge fan of these. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't dislike them, but they weren't my favorite in Destiny 1. But a lot of the visual updates that they've made here look really good. I've never, this might be a hot take. I've never been a fan of that cloak, the wolf cloak. The helmets look awesome. I really like how they've redone some of the stuff. So, Taken King Iron Banner armor. Like, I think it just looks a lot less, maybe I'm just a simp for graphics, but this is how it looked in Destiny 1. It looks, yeah, it's flatter, it's not as cool. There's a lot more difference in the colors. Like, I feel like this green looks really gross and this green is really cool. Like, I like the lush green more than like this dirt brown green, you know? And that could just be like a graphics engine thing between Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, but I think that these look a lot better, a lot more dynamic, a lot more interesting. I think they did a really good job bringing them back. Sai actually made a joke on Twitter where it was like, you know, Destiny or Bungie's the best company at recycling content, which a lot of people complain about. But I mean, Bungie, like, when they bring something back, especially from Destiny 1 into Destiny 2, they don't fucking play around, dude. Like, they make that shit insanely cool. I'm really curious if there will be any sort of added effects for when it is Iron Banner week. So, you know, like, the armor right now, I think it glows, right? It gets fire when it's Iron Banner week. Is that correct? Am I making that up? I feel like that's a thing. What is it right now? I don't even know what fucking set it is this week or this season. Maybe I'm making that up. Is it this one? Is this Splicer? I don't fucking know. Chosen? Arrivals? You got it right. Oh, it's the Forerunner set. Yes, okay. Oh, is it? It's just like the chest or the arms glow or something, right? Yeah, there you go. So I'm hoping, sorry, took me a second there. I really hope that this has something like that. Yeah, maybe the eyes light up. That would be really cool. That's a great suggestion from chat. Maybe the sigils glow. Something like that. Dynamic armor sets and things that change like that are really fucking cool. So, next page to, oh yeah. So, yeah. So, my guy, did you say exile sets? Yep, they are, you're going to be able to focus them. They're bringing them back. So, I think this looks way better than it did in Destiny 1. And I'm really excited to get them and see what they look like in game and how they shade. Make the tree designs glow red. Yeah, just something like that, man. Oh, I think I actually closed TWAB for real this time. That was my bad. Yeah, something like that. Like, I love shit like that. It's such a small detail, but the people on the FX team right now, Ben and everyone else that I'm constantly retweeting their stuff because they are doing insanely awesome work, and that's the sort of like small details that team has been doing lately that just look fucking phenomenal. Things like Sparrow Trails. We've had awesome Sparrow Trails in this last year, and it's such a small thing. Like, who even looks at Sparrow Trails? Like, not a lot of people, and I love that. I love that they're taking the extra time and putting this extra effort into small stuff that a lot of people wouldn't even notice. I fucking love that, and I think Destiny's like FX team, they're killing it right now with stuff like that, and I really hope that translates over to this. Control Shift T reopens closed tabs. Oh shit, okay. It's good to know. Okay, new matchmaking techniques. Starting in the first week of Season 19, we'll be testing a new quick play matchmaking parameter that should excite many of you. Fireteam-based matchmaking. At a high concept Fire team based matchmaking means that your team's makeup should match your opponents. If you join a matchmaking queue as a full team of 6, you should generally match against another full fire team. Depending on how long you wait in a matchmaking, you may start to match against a fire team of 5 plus a solo. If you wait longer, you might start against a fire team of 4 plus a duo. If you're in a smaller fire team, you might match with a larger fire team against 2 fire teams of similar sizes or against smaller fire teams. So essentially they're matching the number of people in your fire team, so there shouldn't need to be like a freelance mode. And so I imagine if this goes well, they literally say what I was about to say. If we have ample time to test these matchmaking settings, we're planning on rolling them out to more playlists, Iron Banner, Trials of Osiris, and more. So what that means is eventually there won't need to be a Trials freelance or an Iron Banner freelance playlist because the game should just automatically put you in that, which would be really, really cool. Over the last season, we've been monitoring and adjusting loose skill-based matchmaking settings that were applied to quick play. While we're seeing better matches for many players, this is also seeing issues with player connections when getting into higher skill bands. Yeah, I haven't played a lot of Crucible, but what I have played of general Crucible, I have noticed there tends to be like one really laggy player a game. To address this, we're planning on rolling out a second new matchmaking feature called Dynamic Skill Ranges. At a high level, this feature increases the skill window our system looks for when matchmaking if you're low on population skill bracket or during a particularly low population time. The intention here is to increase the window enough to give those playing at low population times additional good connections to choose from without harming the skill balance significantly. This is our next step in our evaluation of loose skill-based matchmaking. This is a good change. I like when they are transparent about this. This is good. Even if I'm not the biggest fan of heavy skill-based matchmaking, I'm glad they're transparent and how they're tuning it and what levels that they're implementing it. I think that's cool, kind of cool. Yeah, Sparrows need a huge revamp across the board. I agree. Hopefully that is very soon. The thing is, I'm really worried about, I'm always really scared to ask for Sparrow changes because I don't want them, I think Always On Time just feels so good and I don't want them to nerf it and so all Sparrows are 160. I want the option for additional 190 Sparrows is what I want. 190 Sparrows feel fantastic and I don't think we need to go slower in the game. I think we just need more parity across all of your Sparrows. So hopefully that is something we'll see. Quitter suspensions. During Season 18's rollout of skill-based matchmaking, we applied a competitive quitter penalty to the quick play playlist to help ensure that all skill brackets were getting fair and complete matches. Though it was done as an emergency measure, we eventually made it so quick play had its own quitter tracking system and didn't share one with this we used in competitive trials. For Season 19, we made the following changes. Lowered the amount of suspension time handed out for serial quitting and quick play. Added the amount of time remaining to all suspension messages and made the messages trigger when clicking the node. If you want to know how much time you have left before you can play again, the information is not available. That's cool. As we continue to roll out both the new matchmaking techniques, which address many of the player feedback surrounding skill-based matchmaking, quick play will be reevaluating the need for a quitter penalty in quick play at all. Cool. And then trials. Always On Time does feel good. What we need is a system to slowly upgrade any Sparrow you want to perform the same, or just transmog. Just let me transmog it. Just make all exotic Sparrows 190. Maybe not all exotic Sparrows. I like the idea of all end game Sparrows being a little bit faster. So Always On Time, Gorging Light or whatever, the one from Vow or the New Taken King one that I don't know the name of. Or the King's Fall one, any of the Trials ones, like all of these I feel like should go faster. I think that would be cool. So, or just make them all upgradable. While Season 19 has much of its focus on general playlist matchmaking and the introduction of the competitive division, we do have some upkeep planned for Trials of Osiris. For starters, we're following tradition with 2 new weapon rewards for players to hunt for, whether you're hungry for a base model or the fabled adaptive variants. We have a new machine gun and a 140 hand cannon. Excited about that. Very excited. I need to start going a little bit faster. Additionally, we're looking to add fire-based matchmaking and Trials of Osiris in the future, so that's really cool. While we won't have changes to the Flawless Pool in Season 19, while we are working on a new paradigm that removes the Flawless Pool, but still provides protection for players working on the Trials reputation rewards. Fuck the Flawless Pool. Everyone sing it. Fuck the Flawless Pool. Get rid of it. Hate it. Worst time. It's just not fun. For the year of Lightfall, removing False Pool means Trials is being expended by 2 more days, and we love it. That's right, dude. It really does suck that I feel like I play Trials, yeah, Friday, Saturday, and that's it. It's done, you know? It'll be nice to play more. I don't like the False Pool. Not at all. Not at all. It just... The population is too small, dude. It's too small to have something like that. You're just dividing the population over and over again. What they're suggesting, I think could work. We'll see. For the year of Lightfall, maps. This past year, we saw the return of 2 Destiny maps with 1 Destiny 1 map and a brand new map, Disjunction. I still don't like this, man. It's such a small thing and it doesn't matter. But they keep calling Disjunction a brand new map, but it's not, dude. It's not. It is Frontier from Destiny 1. It's okay. Just own it, dude. Just own it. I hate that they won't acknowledge it, man. It drives me insane. It drives me insane, dude. Fuck. Much of our focus on this year, map content give people larger spaces. Yeah, all the maps this year kind of sucked. For the coming year, we're going to be bringing back 2 more maps from earlier in Destiny 2. And we've just started production on a brand new map that we expect to be released in the year of Lightfall. So this is the one thing that I think Bungie's PvP team needs more than anything, more consistent maps. I agree. Maps do not fix Crucible in themselves, but I think they are an important part of public perception. And I think good maps really do a lot of good for the game mode, even though bad maps, I think, also really hurt the game mode, especially things like Disjunction. So I really hope, which is, once again, just Frontier. Wait, it's a recon skin map? Yes, I have made a video showing them. I've made a video showing the direct comparison of Disjunction to Frontier. They are literally the same map. They are the same map with little extra bits in the spawn areas, but they are the same map. It doesn't matter. It's not that big of a deal. It's just something I just wish they would acknowledge it. I hate that they just keep calling it a new map when it's not. Only getting 1 new map, that does suck. I wish it was a little bit faster. I don't know if 1 every couple of seasons is better. Like, I don't really know what would be a good pace. You know, Call of Duty used to do 4 an expansion, and that was like the size of a season. I definitely don't expect that, but maybe, 1 map every 2 seasons, maybe 1 map every season. I highly doubt it, but just something like that, like a better rotation, I feel like would do a lot for the public perception of the game. That's kind of cool. And they're asking people to come work here, so they're clearly trying to expand the team on this. The 2 maps that they bring back, I hope, are Meltdown and Solitude, 2 of the best maps in all of Destiny history, that are just gone. So I really want them back. I love those 2 maps. I disagree heavily. Disjunction is so much larger. It is not. There is no agree or disagree, Parsis. It is the middle of the map, the 2/3 of the map are identical. The major differences are it used to be 1 tunnel underneath the bridge, now it's 2, and then in the spawns, just the back of the spawns, they have added a little bit, but they are the same map. There's no disagreeing. Like, this is not an opinion piece. This is a fact. Like, I have shown it in video form. I have, frame by frame. Like, look, these are the same areas. It is the same map. This is not an opinion piece, dude. Hardcope Asylum, yes, I want Asylum to come back too. I think Asylum would need to be made a little bit bigger because we're so much faster in Destiny 2, but I really like Asylum as well. Has there ever been any asymmetric PvP game modes in Destiny, like a Juggernaut game mode? No, not really. The closest would be there was like a search and destroy kind of one, Countdown, where one team would have to plant and a bomb and one would have to defend. That's the closest to like an asymmetric game mode that I can think of. Competitive division. Okay, I have 20 minutes at the very most. After the changes to Trials, Gambit, and Iron Banner, The last few seasons, we knew we had to look at something in our ranked playlist experience next. While the Glory playlist had been home to our core 3v3 skill-based offering for years, it had fallen behind in the rewards department since we sunset the pinnacle weapons and their quests in Beyond Light. Additionally, it was built into a hybrid skill persistence model to enable more players to get to the top ranks than you... Additionally, it was built into the hybrid skill persistence model to enable more players to get to the top ranks than you would normally expect. So it's saying, like, even if you're not good enough to be considered top rank, if you play enough, you'll get there. We knew we had to revisit the reward structure as well as fit the ranking system more closely to reflect player skill. We also wanted to create something that would be familiar of players of other competitive games in multiple genres while adding our own flair. Goals for the competitive division. All players can find a variety of balanced matches and feel competitive. A player's PvP division is a core part of their Guardian identity. Maintain places in the ecosystem, not engage in ranked play, but still have decently balanced matches, or to not engage in skill-based matchmaking at all. In Season 19, we are removing Glory and adding a 3v3 ranked playlist, competitive division, which is a true ladder-based system. By the way, these symbols look fucking awesome. Very cool. Yes, Rose is coming back. There are 7 divisions, each with 3 subdivisions. Copper, bronze, silver, gold, platinum. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, sorry, starting. Copper, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, adept, ascendant. Awesome. Our goal is to provide players with ladders to climb and divisions to achieve, giving a more accurate representation of skill than our current Glory system. Players who surpass gold and begin to chip away at platinum, adept, and ascendant will represent some of the best Crucible players that our community has to offer. Let's talk about how you climb the ladder. This is a higher level explanation of how things work. We'll be releasing a help article closer to launch that goes a bit further in depth. Ascendant should have been in the title and required Ascendant, at least for the title guild. Or at least for the... and require Center, at least for the title guild. Yeah, look, man, as someone who's already scared about how much time I'm going to have to spend in there, I don't know if I agree with that. That's copious, but I'm happy with where it is, you know? So, at the start of the season, you will begin a placement series, during which you will not gain any division rating for the first 7 games. After the 7th game, you complete the placement series and are placed into a division based on skill. So this is very common of games I played, which is 1, that have competitive placements. This seems very reasonable. For the first season, the highest you can be placed is Gold 3. In future seasons, you will be placed closer to your previous competitive division. As you continue to compete in the competitive division, your division rating is adjusted based on 4 major factors. Match outcome, whether you win or lose. Division inflation or deflation, how far or above your division is compared to your skill. Match performance, how well you performed on a match-to-match basis. And player to lobby skill delta, how your skill compares to everyone else in the match. As you earn and lose division rating, if you gain enough rating to move between subdivisions, you automatically enter the next subdivision. The same goes for moving down. If you gain enough rating to move up a division, you enter a promotion series where you must win 2 out of 3 games to be promoted to the next division. That's really interesting. Similarly, if you lose enough rating during divisions, you enter a relegation series where you must win 2 out of 3 games to remain in your current division. Upon reaching gold or higher, your division rating is subject to decay on a weekly basis. You will lose division rating if you haven't played enough matches recently. Also, we have a small intro quest that will demonstrate the competitive division system and unlock a reward listed later in this TWAB. This quest must be completed once for each account and will be available from Shaxx once you unlock Crucible as a new light or immediately for veteran players. Yeah, man. Fuck him, make the title actually hard to get. Yeah, I know. I'm fine with like making the title hard to get. I'm worried. The thing is I like hard titles, but not hard guilds, because you have to do the guild every single season, and so it's not fun to do. Like, you know, we're on fucking Gambit 8 or Dredgen 8, and it's like I only do it just to do it. Like, I have no interest in actually maintaining it. I just do it because I'd feel like a failure if I didn't. So things that you have to do over and over again, I don't really like the hard thing, but if you have to do it once and prove yourself and get the title, I'm actually cool with that. So that's how I am. Okay, I already read that. Competitive division rewards. And apparently, can someone link me, one of the mods, can you guys link me to the the DMG tweet talking about this stuff. Since competitive division is aimed at drawing a close link between skill and division, we didn't see division as something to really grind for rewards. We don't want someone to feel pressure to play tons of games looking for a drop, all while your division rating drops and you ruin your division standing. Instead, we want the primary motivator to be your actual division. We aren't going to be adding any unique grindable rewards outside of those you can get anywhere in Crucible. It really focus our rewards on weekly participation and achieving higher divisions. Thank you, Prince. Secondly, we're going to be very careful about giving out high performance rewards for achieving high divisions. Since these divisions are highly tied to skill, some divisions will be completely unattainable to some players no matter how much they try or play. Having some of the old pinnacle weapons tied to higher glory had some unfortunate effects on players and led us to eventually add numerous persistent features to the ranking system. To avoid that, we're going to be initially keeping rewards for achieving a higher division limited to efficiency rewards. Your current division gives you a multiplier on all Crucible ranks earned in Destiny, letting you earn more Crucible engrams, resets, and extra perks on weapons much faster. This is very cool. I like this a lot. So even if you aren't great in PvP, jumping into competitive division and earning and keeping your rank up will help you earn Crucible rewards 10 to 20% faster than now. This bonus stacks multiplicatively, with both the scheduled bonus rank weeks and the hidden bonus on Crucible Labs. And as a notice, we're reducing the bonus Crucible ranks from 2 to 1.5 in Season 19. So very, very cool. Wait a minute. What? Oh, do you want to be a mod, Nova? Is that what you're asking? Okay, here you go. Reserving judgment, need to test it out, though I have to immediately say the decision not to have any unique reward for the ranked divisions on launch is a weird one. Can't wrap my head around that. It just doesn't need to be a busted pinnacle, you know? The DMG says, hear and feel that feedback. As noted towards the end, the team is looking into cosmetics for such competitive division. Oh, and such for competitive divisions. This will give us some time to watch the playlist and tune things, but we'll keep passing that feedback on. So I think cosmetics are a good way to go. Maybe, you know, if you're Ascendant, because really, since you don't need Ascendant for the guild, you only need Adept for the guild, and you only need Platinum for the title. So Ascendant's useless. So throw some mementos, like a memento, an Ascendant comp playlist memento in there, or something like that. I think that's exactly what it means. Well, you know what I mean. I'm saying, like, right now, Ascendant is essentially not utilized. The only reason that you would hit Ascendant, the only thing you need it for is a 1.5 multiplier on Crucible. Anyone who's playing there has enough resets anyways. It doesn't matter. We've also moved the Mida Multi-Tool Catalyst to be a rare drop on any win in the Crucible. One of the best rewards you can get for a competitive division right now is in the name. Your competitive division, which you have earned throughout the season, lets you know where you actually sit in the hierarchy of players better than KDA, win percentage, or a third-party ELO. Yeah. Very cool. Charles Memento by Red, I'll take it. Yeah, fuck yeah. Mementos in the way, emblems, ghost, sparrows, any of them. I don't care. But I think mementos, you want something coveted. I really like mementos because they are so cool. That's the thing I like. Look, I'm gonna be honest. There's like almost 0% chance I'm gonna be able to get into Ascendant. Like I highly doubt it. You know, this is me saying I would never get this memento. But I think that would be a really cool incentive. You know, you see someone with it on a gun and you're like, oh, fuck, you know? I think that'd be really cool. For our weekly participation, sorry, I literally do one card weeks because mementos have been the only good loot for a year in Trials. I'd fuck for more mementos, yes. I agree that mementos are awesome, which is why I want to be able to access them. I think some mementos that are available to everyone, Gambit, GM ones are really cool, but I do think there need to be some. I think they are the perfect reward for going flawless, for master raids, and for Ascendant. Something that is like, that makes someone go, if it's just a sparrow, no one's gonna go, oh, I want to get better at the game to get that sparrow. If it's a fucking awesome shader for your gun, a lot of people would say, I want to get better just to get that. And that is the epitome of a successful cosmetic reward. For our weekly participation rewards mentioned above, we're bringing back an old favorite. That's right, Rose is back for the competitive division. It was a legendary hand cannon that was earned during the Lumina Exotic Quest, has a long history in Destiny, in which it was corrupted and then redeemed. and now returns with random rolls and updated perk pool. Hybrid, this is really cool. It fires like a 140 RPM hand cannon, but allows you to move like a 150 RPM hand cannon, and has stats that blend the two. Its perk list is built from popular consistency perks designed to highlight 3v3 play, random rolled grips instead of an origin trait. How do you earn it? When you complete your competitive division intro quest, you get a drop with the perk selection Rose originally had. After it, you have a character-based weekly competitive division challenge to earn another roll. Very cool. 1 roll per week per character. We aren't done here. In the seasons post-Lightfall, we're expecting to get further cosmetic rewards. We are still working out the details of what you can earn, when you can earn them, and how you can earn them. Expect more discussion after Lightfall. Very cool. Very, very fucking cool. All around, fantastic. Oh, shit. Sorry, I zoomed out. All around, fantastic TWAB. No TWAB next week. We're out on a holiday, planning to have a blog article from the Bungie Foundation, so keep an eye out. We'll be back with another TWAB on December 1st. So all around, very cool, man. Rose has tough competition. Ostringer, Ice Luna, Fatebringer, way too good, especially double enhanced Ostringer. Yeah, we'll see, man. They did say consistency perks, and I think the fact that it has a grip will really help add to it, because grips obviously have all sorts of benefits, and I think it's just going to be a very consistent hand cannon that you don't need to worry about, like, rapid hit, like hitting shots or anything. It will always feel the same, and I think a lot of people like that. That's why, like, Hawkmoon is so fucking good, right? Imagine Cobalt Clash is a reward. Yeah, exactly. Something like that, man. Something like that. So yeah, man. All right. Well, I've got to go catch trivia. I'm already ending the stream a little later than I thought I was going to. This was a lot of fun, guys. I'm really excited for the future of Crucible. Bungie did a fantastic job on paper here. Very excited to see like what it actually feels like. Definitely going to be doing a lot of grinding streams and stuff for this. And next week, we're going to be kicking ass in the Eliksni Quarter community event. And this weekend, we'll probably do a Eruption stream, because it's going away and I fucking love Eruption. So I'm gonna play some while I still can. So yeah, everyone, this was awesome. One of the best TWABs we've done in a long time, I think. I'm very excited. Yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out. Great discussion. Love your faces. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace out, everyone. See you guys.